Good evening, welcome to Videos Online Academic Tutorial. Thanks for watching our YouTube videos online. Please, if you haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel, please press the subscribe button now and the notification bell in order to receive the latest update about the video posted on this YouTube. Please do well to share this video link with others, your families, your relatives, colleagues, and friends at school. Thank you and God bless you. Today we are going to be considering another aspect of mathematics under preparation towards what? JAMB 2022. And today we are going to be considering the topic geometry. Geometry. What do you mean by geometry? Geometry is a branch of what? Mathematics that deals with the study of points, line, surface, and solid. It's a branch of science that deals with what? With the study of lines, points, surface, and what? And solid. And today we'll be specifically considering a subdivision under geometry. We have different subdivisions under geometry. We have line geometry, we have circle geometry, we have plane geometry, and so on and so forth. But today we will major on what? On what we call line geometry. Line geometry, especially when we talk about two parallel lines. What are the properties and the characteristics associated with what? With parallel lines. Now I will just go through the rules that guide the line geometry, and those are the rules that will help you to solve problems on what? On line geometry. And one of the rules guiding it, the rules for line what? Geometry. The rules for line geometry, let's just quickly go through that. The line geometry, where parallel lines. Parallel lines are lines that can never they can never meet. Now, parallel lines are lines that they can never They can never meet. They are parallel to each other. These are parallel lines. So, and usually we usually use arrow to indicate those parallel lines. So when you have parallel lines like this, the likely or possibility the likely angles that you are likely to find with what? With parallel lines are, the first one is what? Corresponding angle. When you're talking about corresponding angle, what do you mean by corresponding angle? Number one is we have corresponding angle. Corresponding angle is associated with what? With parallel lines. We have corresponding angle. Now when I talk about corresponding angle, what are corresponding angles? Look at this. When two lines are parallel to each other, the angle here is equivalent to the angle here. So meaning that if this angle is A, this angle will also be what? A. And also the angle here is equal to this angle here. If this is B, the other will be also what? B. So also the same principle applies to this point. So if this is what? Angle what? And you can see this is vertically opposite. So this one can be what? Angle B, and this one can also be what? Angle what? A. Vertically opposite angle. I still coming to that. This can be angle A. Now this angle here, this angle B here is corresponding to this angle here, and this angle A here is corresponding to this angle here. So can you see the beauty of this what rules? You can see this angle is corresponding to this angle. Angle B, angle A is equal to angle A, and angle B is equal to angle what? Angle B. What are the rules behind it? The rules behind it is what? Corresponding what? Angle. They are corresponding angles. So whenever you are dealing with what? Geometry problems, and you are asked to solve problems on geometry, you must write the reason why you are using that particular rule, especially when you are doing what? Why question. You are solving why questions theory, or you are solving NECO theory questions. You must be able to state the reason why you are saying one angle is equal to other. If there is no reason behind what you are doing, it's likely you lose what? You lose marks. Now the first one is what? Is corresponding angle, and the next one is what? Is we have the alternate angle. The alternate angles. Now, what do you mean by alternate angle? This is also associated with what? Parallel lines. It's associated with what? Parallel lines. When you have two parallel lines, don't forget that parallel lines are lines that can never meet. They are lines that they can never meet. So now this, they have a parallel line like this. You have a parallel line like this, and you have something like shape of Z like this. If I draw something, there's a line that it look like, you can see when you trace this like this, it look like a shape of what? Z. What I mean by that is this. If you look at this very well, you can see that this looks like a shape of Z. You can see it look like a shape of Z. So now this angle here is alternate to this angle, and this angle here is alternate to this angle. That's what we call alternate angles. Alternate angle meaning that angle X, this angle here, X will be this. If this is X, this one must be X. If this one is Y, this one also must be what? This one also must be Y. Y. The reason is that they are alternate angle to each other. They are alternate angle to each other. So X is equal to X and Y equal to Y because they are what? Alternate angles. We write this out bracket. Alternate angles. Alternate angles. Alternate angles. So that's another rules for line of geometry. That's another theorems for what? For line geometry. So when you have alternate angles are equal to one another. An alternate angle, an example of alternate angle is when you saw something between two parallel lines, you're having something like a shape of what? Of Z. So that's that about that. Number 3 is you have something called the vertically opposite angle. Now, the vertically opposite angle look like letter X. This one looks like letter Z. The vertically opposite angle. The vertically opposite angle. Now look at this. This is like letter X, and this is opposite to this. This is opposite to this, and this side is opposite to this side. So we call them vertically opposite angles. And vertically opposite angles are very, very equal. Now, this one, if this one is W and this one is V, meaning that V is equal to what? Angle V is equal to angle what? W. This is a symbol for angle anyway. So you want to indicate. So angle what? W. This is one of the ways of representing angles. This carrot on it. So now this one, note this one is X and what? T. And angle S is also equal to angle what? Angle T. Why? Vertically opposite angle. Vertically opposite angles are equal. That's the reason behind it. So if they ask you what is the reason why, what is the reason why behind the decision you are making, that is, these angles are vertically opposite to each other. Now, that's that. Another line geometry. Another one that we need to consider, another rule that's very essential, is angle at a point. Angle at a point. When lines meet at a point, it connotes something. There's a rule that it obeys. When lines meet at a point and we have different angles, so don't forget, angles are what? Are formed by the what? By the coming together of line at a point. So when two lines meet at a point, it forms an angle. Time does not permit me to go into what is line, what is angle. But because you have the knowledge of what the knowledge concerning line geometry in your ordinary level stage, during your secondary school stage, you should be able to know what line is and what angles. These are angles. These are angles. I don't want to make any assumptions. These are angles. So when lines meet together, they form an angle. You can see when this line meets to this line, it forms an angle. And these lines, different lines, meet at the point, meaning that these angles are the points. So we have different angles here. Note that these angles are not equal here, even though they look like. So now This angle now, this one is A, B, C, D, and what? E. So this angle met at the point. So we say that the rule says that the sum of angles, all angles that meet at the point, is equal to 360 degrees. The sum of angles that meet at a point is equal to what? 360 degrees. What do you mean by that? It means that angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D and plus angle what? Plus angle E is equal to 360 degrees. Please note that 360 degrees. Why? Sum of angles meeting at a point. Sum of angles meeting at a what? Meeting at a point. Meeting at a point. So sum of angles meeting at a point is equal to 360 degrees. Is equal to 360 degrees. It's a very, very important rule, even in circle what? In geometry, circle geometry. So angles that meet at a point, the sum of those angles is equal to what? 360 degrees. And these are the important what? Rules. And also there's a rules concerning triangle that I want to bring in now, and so I'm going to be using it. Now you have something like a triangle, and you have two lines like that. You have a triangle. You know, the sum of angle is a plain geometry anyway, but I would just like to chip it into what we are doing today. So we have what? There's a line. If you have an angle here, we call this an exterior angle of a triangle. For example, if I have angle X, this is called the exterior angle of a triangle. The exterior what? Angle. Now, and I have an angle, triangle. Every triangle has what? Every triangle has three internal angles. Every triangle has three internal what? Angles. And the sum of those internal angles is equal to what? 180 degrees. That is, the sum of angles in a triangle is equal to 180 degrees. So for instance, if I have angle what? A, B, and what? C inside the triangle. Now there's a rule. These are called, this ABC and ABC are called internal what? Angles. They are called internal angles. And there's a rule that says that the exterior opposite angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of the two opposite what? Interior angles. Meaning that angle X, which is the exterior here, is equal to the sum of the two opposite angles. So angle X here is equal to angle A plus angle what? C. So also angle Y is equal to angle B plus what? C. And if you have an angle here which is called what? Z. If I denote an angle here called Z, so it is equal to Z, this angle Z here, this angle Z here is equal to angle Z here will be equal to what? A plus B, angle A plus what? B. So this is what the theorem is all about. The sum of the two opposite interior angles is equal to the exterior angle of the what? The triangle. So now let's move into the what? Let's go into the what? Into the problems we're having before us. Let's solve this JAMB question before us. Solution to what? To JAMB questions. Solution to JAMB questions. So the first question we have here is, look at this. We are having a diagram, a figure here. In the diagram, we are told that line Q, look at this, line QR. This is the line QR is parallel. This means what? Line QR, this symbol QR, this double line means parallel. Line QR is parallel to line TU. And I'm telling you that this line here, if I trace it out now, you extend this line from starting from this point, you extend it to this point. So this line QR is parallel to what? Line what? Line TU. You can as well extend this one. You want to. So if this line is parallel to each other, what does that mean? So now angle what? Angle PQR the angle is located on the what? Letter at the middle. Angle PQR, which is that the angle on Q is 80 degrees, and angle PSU, which means that the angle on S, because the letter that is at the middle is one that bears the angle. So the angle is located at the what? At the letter S, which is in the middle. Which is so that's why we have 95 degrees on S. So calculate angle SUT. Angle SUT means that angle U. Angle U is now X. So I have to determine the value of X. Now how do we determine the value of X? We are told that QR, angle QR is parallel to angle TU. That's the first statement that you need to note. Angle QR is parallel to angle TU. And what is the rule that is peculiar to parallel what? Lines. Now, look at this. This angle here, when you extend this, let me bring it out for so that you can see it clearly. So when you have something like this, this angle what? X. So now, this is the diagram here, and they were told that angle QR, so you can extend this because it says parallel. You can extend this line. You can extend this line. You can also extend this one so as to look like a parallel line. Now, if this is a parallel line, then how do we get this angle what? X? This angle what? X. So now we are going to see that this angle here, when you extend this line, also you can extend this what? Line here. This line will bisect this angle here. So it will bisect this line, it will bisect this what? When you continue this line here, let me draw it very well so that you can see this T. So when you join this, when you trace this line down, it bisects this line. Now, when it bisects this line, this angle here is corresponding to this. This is angle 80 degrees. Why? This corresponding angle. It's like when you're having what? When you're having two parallel lines and there's a line that what? That bisects it. There's a line drawn across the what? Across the parallel line. So this angle 80 degrees will be this equal to this angle 80 degrees. So that's why this angle here is equal to this angle here. Why? It is what? Angle, corresponding angle. This angle here, they are corresponding what? Angle. So angle PQR is equal to angle, this is S, angle STU. Why? They are corresponding angle. Please note that. So this is what? This angle what? Angle PQR. When I say angle PQR, this angle, I'm talking about angle Q. Angle Q is equal to angle T, which you can name as STU. Angle STU, which is equal to 80 degrees. Why? You tell them the reason why you are saying it is 80 degrees. It is a what? They are both corresponding to each other. So therefore, the rules that applies to them is corresponding angle. So now, so that's that. About that for that one. Now you can see this is forming a triangle. You can, so since it is forming a triangle, this is an exterior angle of a triangle. Look at it, this is an exterior angle of a triangle. He said this is an exterior angle of a triangle. Now these two are what? Two opposite interior what? Angle. So meaning that 95 is equal to the sum of two opposite interior angle of this triangle. So considering the triangle what? The triangle STU. Now 95 is equal to 80 degrees. 95 degrees is equal to 80 degrees plus what? X. 95 is equal to 80 degrees plus X. So we now have what? We take this what? To the other side. It means that 95 degrees minus what? 80 degrees is equal to what? X. Therefore, X is equal to 15 degrees. So, I hope you understand that. The reason why I say 95 degrees is equal to 80 degrees is that the sum of the two opposite interior angles is equal to the what? The exterior angle of the what? Triangle. So, that's the rule that is applicable here. So, please note that the sum of two opposite interior angle of a triangle is equal to the exterior angle. So that's the rule that was applied here. So the sum of two opposite exterior angles is equal to the exterior angle. So 95 degree equals 80 degree plus x. So minus from each other. The answer now is 15, which is option what? A. So you have to know this rule and apply them diligently. Now the question number 2. Look at this. The question number 2 here. We have question number 2 here, and it looks like it's a different thing entirely. But let's look at it together. In the diagram below, find the value of x. Now this is the diagram. We are asked to find the value of x, but mind you, we are given what? 15 degree, and we are given some sign here. This thing indicates something. This line means that this side is equal to this side. Then that this angle here is equal to this angle here. So this is an isosceles or triangle. Now let me just quickly sketch the diagram here for easy comprehension. So we have so this is 15 degree, and this 15 degree is equal to this place. This is isosceles triangle. So meaning that this is also 15 what? Degree. This angle here, this triangle here is an isosceles triangle. So if this is 15 degree, this is also 15 degree. So now we are given that this place is what? X, and this place is 110 degree. So how do you now go about finding x? Now the first thing you need to establish is that this 15 degree is equal to this 15 degree here, because they are what? Isosceles what? Triangle. So if this is an isosceles triangle, we can easily get this angle here, because this is a triangle. The triangle looks like this. We have the triangle here. The triangle looks like this. So this is 15 degree. This is also 15 degree. So you can easily get this angle here. You can call it any angle you want to call it. You can call it angle y. This is y. So 15 degree plus 15 degree plus y equal to 180 degree. Y. Sum of angle in a triangle. Sum of angles. These are the right angles or not greater. You draw this the symbol for angles in a triangle. The sum of angles in a triangle. Now, so 15 plus 15 will give you 30 degree plus y equals 180 degree. So you transfer that out 30 degree to the other side. We have y equals 180 degree minus 30 degree. Minus 30 degree, we have 50 what? 150 degree. 180 minus 30 degrees, 150 degree. Mean that y, which is the exterior angle of the triangle here, is what? Y is equal to 150 degree. So look at this. This is 150 degree. And if you check it very well, this 150 degree is an exterior angle of this triangle. It's an exterior angle of this what? Triangle. This 150 degrees is an exterior angle of this triangle. So like if I draw this triangle out now, let me just quickly sketch it here. The second triangle looks like this. So we have 110 here, 110 degree. And don't forget that we have gotten this place to be what? To be 150 degree. So meaning that the angle here, the exterior angle here is set as x plus what? 150 degree. So x plus 110 degree is equal to 150. The same rules that applies here. So the sum of opposite interior angle is equal to the exterior angle. So that's what we use here. So just transfer the what? The angle to the other side, which is what? X will now be equal to 150 minus 110, and we transfer to the other side. So x is equal to 40 degree. So the x here is 40 degree, option B. So that's question number 2. Question number 3. we are given a diagram, the value of x in the figure. So if you find the value of x in the figure, when you draw it out, this is the shape given, this is the figure given to us. This is the figure given to us. We are told that you can see from the diagram, these lines are two parallel lines. You can see this arrow shows that it's a parallel line. So we have this angle here to be 110 degree. This angle here to be what? 120 degree. And this one should be what? Is x. And this is line, parallel line P, and this is parallel line T, and we are giving this as angle what? R. So now we have to calculate the value of x. And how do you calculate the value of x? Just extend this parallel line, extend it. Extend this one also as well. So if I extend this one as well, so you can also bisect this what? Line. Bisect, because there's no way you can get this unless you bisect it. Draw a line through this angle. When you draw a line, you can use dashed line. When you draw this line, it means that this line has bisect the angle into two equal parts. When you hear the word bisect, it means it divides the angles into two equal parts. So this one will be half of x, this one is also be half of what? X. But why do we need to divide the line? Let's look at it very closely. Now, if I calculate this angle, now this is angle on a straight line, which is an angle on a straight line, which is other things, other theorems that we got to know. This is an angle on a straight line. It's also an angle on a straight line. And sum of angle on a straight line is equal to what? 180 degree. If I tag this one x and I tag this one what? Let me tell this one what? This one, let's tag this one u, because there is x here already, and this one v. So now this 120 degree plus u, they are angles on a straight line, and the sum of angles on a straight line is equal to 180 degree. Sum of angles on a what? On a straight line. On a straight line. On a straight line. Sum of angles on a straight line is equal to 180 degrees. So u is equal to, when you transfer this one to the other side, equal to 180 degree minus 120 degree equal to 180 degree minus 120 degree is equal to, so that one will give you what? 60 degree. So this one is what? 60 degree. We have 60 degree here. So this 60 degree is alternate to this. This one is also 60 degree. This 60 degree here is alternate. This 60 degree that we have here. This 60 degree is alternate to this here. So alternate, it looks like a Z. So this place is also 60 what? Degree. Now when you do the same thing here, 110 plus V. 110 degree plus V equal to 180 degree. So when you take that 180 degree, why are we adding it together? 110 plus V is equal to 180 degree. The same rules that applies there also applies here. Sum of angles on a straight line. So we have V equal to 180 degree minus 110. So this is 70 degree. So V here is 70 degree, and 70 degree is also alternate to this. This 70 degrees also is also an alternate angle to this. Please note that this angle here is alternate to this. So meaning that this S is combination of 70 and what? 60. So which means that our angle X here will now be the addition of 60 degree plus 70 degree, which is equal to 130 degree. So that is X for you. That is the addition of 70 plus 60. So which is 130. So the answer is option D. Option D. Option D. So now option D. So that is all about that. Let's go to the what? Question number 4. Question number 4. We have question number 4 here. Look like something like this. We have so we have 54, 35 degree, and then we have L, K, N L. So this diagram given to us, this is what this diagram given to us. In the figure, KL is parallel to NM. KL is parallel to NM. While line LN bisect angle what? KNM. Look at you are told that angle what? Line NN. This is line LN. Line LN bisect angle KNM. This line LN bisect this line into two equal halves. So this is half. So these angles here, they are the same because it is to bisect into two what? Into two equal halves. If this is x, this also will be what? X. So mind you, because this line has bisect this angle into two equal halves, we now do that if the angle KLM, which is equal to what? 54, is 54 degree, and angle MKN is 35 degree, calculate the angles, calculate the size of angle KMN. Calculate the size of the angle KMN. So we are looking for this angle here. Don't forget that we have to calculate angle KMN. The middle angle M, that's what we have to calculate. This letter angle on the letter M, which is this. So to get this angle now, how do we go about it? Note that this angle, these lines are parallel to each other, and if they are parallel to each other, when you trace this one up like this one look like letter Z. This one look like letter what? Letter Z. If you trace this one down, so this one is letter Z now. So which is that this 54 degree is same thing as this 54 degree here. So which is S here is 54 degree. S is 54 degree here. Why? Alternate angle. Please note that this is alternate what? Angles. They are alternate angles. Alternate angles are equal. Alternate angles are equal. So if this is 54, this also is 54 because they said the line bisect them equally. So this is 54 degree. So the whole angle here, you add them together. So in a triangle what? In the triangle what? KMN. What happened by triangle? This triangle KMN. And if I bring it out now, it looks like this. This is how it now looks like. If I bring it out like this. I follow. So this is what? This angle here is 54 plus 54. What do we have? 54 plus 54. We have. When you add 54 plus 54, you are going to have 108 degree. So this angle is 108 degree. This angle here is 35 degree. It has been given from the question. And what? This angle M is what we are looking for. Angle M is what we are looking for. Don't forget. So 35 degree plus 108 degree plus angle K N M. Angle K N N. Angle K M N equal to 180 degree. Sum of angle in a triangle, sum of angles in a triangle, sum of angles in a triangle. So what do we now have? Now we add this one together, this one will give you one. We add them together, it will give you 143 degree plus 143 degree plus 180 plus what? 143 degree plus angle KMN equal to what? 180 degree. So you transfer this 143 to the other side. Angle KMN will give you 180 degree minus what? 140 what? 3. Well, you have subtract from each other. We are going to have what? 37 degree. This angle will be 37 degree. So angle KMN is equal to what? 37 degree. So we have the answer here. Yes, the answer is option what? Option C, 37 degree. 37 degrees. Our question number 5 look like vertically opposite angle. We have 0 degree, 30 degree, P plus 2Q degree. And we are told that from the figure, what is the value of P? What is the value of P? P is unknown. We are asked to calculate P or unknown. Now look at this. This is vertically opposite angle. They look like, it look like what? Letter what? X. And whenever you have letter X, the vertically opposite angles are equal. This angle is opposite to this angle. So Q is equal to 30 degree. Why? Vertically opposite angle. Vertically opposite angle. So that's the reason behind that. So now, if Q is what? Is 30 degrees. So this means this place side is also what? This is 30 what? Degree. Now, P will now become P plus 2 times 30. Because Q is 30, now 2 times 30 now will give you 60 what? Degree. Now, this is P plus 60 degree. Now, this angle is P plus 60 degree. And it's also vertically opposite to this. So, if this is P plus 60 degree, this also is what? P plus 60 degree. Why? Vertically opposite angle are what? Equal. So now add everything together and equal is what? 360 degree. Because this all these angles meet at a point. That's why I dot that place. So all the angles meet at a point. So and sum of angles at the point is equal to 360 degree. So what are we going to do now? 30 degree plus 30 degree. This angle plus this angle plus P plus 60 degree plus P plus 60 degree. So now 30 degree plus 30 degree plus P plus 60 degree plus P plus 60 degree is equal to 360 degree. Why? Sum of angle at a point. You have to write it. Sum of angles at a point. Yes, meeting at a point. So 30 plus 30, we have 60 plus 60. 120 plus 60, 180. So we have 180 degree plus P, we have what? 2P equal to 360 degree. So you take this 180 to the other side, when you take it to the other side, so we have 2P equal to 360 degree minus 180 degree. So 2P is equal to 180 degree. So you divide both sides by 2, divide both sides by 2. P is equal to 90 degree. P is equal to 90 degree. That is which option? Option B. And the last question we are having is what? This question 6. You can see the figure of question 6. A triangle is described between what? Between two parallel lines. So this is 37 degree, and this is what? X. We are told that this is a parallel line. Line PQ is parallel. Line PQ is parallel to what? RS. So this is PQ. This is what? RS. Where angle PTR. Angle PTR. So this angle PTR is what? This is T. It's equal to 37 degree. What is angle X? So, what is angle X? Now, this angle here, if you look at it very well, it looks like what? Letter Z. It looks like letter Z. So, it means that this angle here is equal to this angle, which is 37 degree, alternate angle. Angle PTR is equal to angle, this is angle R here, angle TRS is equal to angle TRS, angle TRS, angle PTR equal to angle TRS, which is equal to 37 degree, alternate what? Alternate angles. Alternate angles are equal. Now, if that be the case, now this, whenever you see something like box like this, it means angle 90 degree. angle, whenever you see a box in a triangle, it means angle what? 90 what? Degree. So 37 degree plus x plus 90 degree is equal to 180 degree. So 37 plus 190, we have what? X plus 127 degree equal to 180 degree. So when you transfer the other one to the other side, x is equal to 180 degree minus 127 degree. So x is equal to what? X 180 minus 127 degree, we have 53 what? Degree. So x is 53 degree. So do we have the answer here? Yes, we have the answer, 53 degree. So we have come to the end of today's class. As you can see, this is just the beginning of what? Of geometry questions under what? Under JAMB questions. We just did some few questions under 9 geometry. We'll be continuing the lesson in a subsequent video tutorial. So please do well to subscribe and press the notification button in order to receive the update concerning this topic in particular. So thank you for watching once again. Remember to share the video links with your friends, family and relatives, and also as well your colleague and friends in school. Thank you. God bless you. Wishing you once again Merry Christmas and Happy New Year in advance.